We have mics.
Oh, my screen share.
What's going on?
Turn the one on.
You can hear.
Can you hear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It doesn't say roadcaster though. That seems wrong. Why is that?
I actually shouldn't have the string open because.
All right, I'm just gonna unplug the roadcaster and put it back in.
All set? Howdy.
Are we live?
We're live.
Hi.
How's it going?
So great to be with you in studio.
Hello.
We're here. This Boys Club Live.
Welcome to the show.
Live from Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
We are indeed.
Before we get into it, we want to thank the lovely partners who make this show possible.
Let's start with Vercel, shall we?
Do you want to talk about Vercel?
I do, yeah.
Great.
Love Vercel. If you're a startup building with agents, look no further than Vercel. Their agentic infrastructure gives you and your agents everything you need to ship. And if you are supported by one of their hundreds of VC or accelerator partners, you have access to exclusive discounts and benefits. Deploy faster, scale globally, and ship world-class AI products. You can check out the platform thousands of companies use to go from day zero to IPO at vercel.com/startups. And they are also a partner of Show Me Your Stack, which is the network show that we're doing with beautiful Julia Rosenberg. And episode 3 dropped last week that features Guillermo Rausch, who is the CEO of Vercel. Great episode. He walks us through his stack. It's on YouTube. Check it out.
We're going to talk about YouTube today.
We're going to talk about YouTube. Give it a like and subscribe. If you're interested in the life of a CEO, you might be interested in that. I'm trying to think of what it's a lot about, like the tools that he uses on a day-to-day basis, which is the premise of the show more generally. And his is very interesting, being the CEO of Vercel, and like an insider look at how he uses his agents and how he sort of organizes his day around his fleet of agents is a fascinating look. So go give that a watch.
He has some hot takes on to-do lists. So
Yeah. What's your take on that? His, for those listening, his take is if I need to remember it, I will. If it's important enough for me to remember, I'll remember it.
I don't need to write it down.
I don't need to write it down.
I think I experienced too much joy
In the cross off.
Yeah, there's something really nice about, I think
Yeah.
I don't think I need a to-do list to remember to do all the things I need to do.
Uh-huh.
I don't feel like that's what I'm using it for.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a nice end of day, like, oh yeah, that's what I did today.
accomplished something. Yeah.
I accomplished these things today,
Yeah.
and that's really useful.
Yeah.
And also when there's something that keeps rolling over,
Noted.
confronting the avoidance of that thing.
Clocked. Yeah.
Yeah, clocked.
Yeah.
That was really happening quite a bit during tax season.
That one stayed on the to-do list.
Oh
for a long
my
time.
God. We filed an extension anyway, but it's been paid.
Great.
My tax bill has been paid.
Congratulations.
I'm still in negotiations with my accountant about his fee.
Did he get back to you?
He hasn't gotten back to me. I need to follow up actually.
Okay.
That's on the to-do list.
Yeah. That one's still there.
That's rolling over. Okay. We have a lot of fun things to talk about today. I want to start with, this is not on the run of show, but I want to start with the event we went to last night.
Yes.
We went to an event about peptides.
Yes.
And put on by the lovely Tori.
Yes.
Bone Condor at Bone Condor.
It's not that.
It's wrong. That's wrong.
That's
but
wrong.
if you know, you know. And really interesting event. What thoughts?
Yeah. So it was probably, I'd say 80 people, 100 people in a beautiful venue in the financial district, actually, that I've never been to nor heard of before. That was very Art Deco and gorgeous and really well produced event. And it was a panel conversation, probably 45 minutes. Tori moderating, did an expert job moderating. And this guy, Cremieux, who
Also wrong, but close enough.
Cremieux. He is a big account on Twitter. I didn't follow him. I don't know much about him, but apparently he's a doctor. He said in his introduction.
Crazy.
So that. And then there was a researcher, a guy who did seemingly, he was like the
middle guy.
The middle guy was like
my favorite
expert on mouse longevity research. I think like that's really what I took from.
Well, he talked a lot about it. I don't know that he would say that that's his specialization, but he kept referring to mouse testing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he's primarily a researcher. Like what longevity researcher, but very like credentialed and was definitely in the weeds with terminology in ways that seemed to point to him being
his expertise.
A credible person in that domain. And then the last guy was Max Marchione. That's probably not his last name, but he is, I believe, the CEO of Superpower. And Superpower is a blood testing platform, basically. Yeah. And no, I want to come back to that because there was something he said that I was like, oh, nod to Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah, I clocked the same comment.
So I want to get back to that. But Superpower, its competitor is Function Health, which
You're doing, right?
Subscribed to earlier this year.
How much is it?
I want to say like $300. You get 2 blood tests
a year. Okay.
And 2 blood panels. It was very easy to do. You just go to like a LabCorp and you do it, and
then they send it into Function,
and you get your results back. It wasn't like particularly actionable for me. I don't know. I feel like maybe other people could have had more actionable results from it. But anyway, that's an aside. And it was really interesting. And basically the panel was speaking on the peptides, like cultural movement more generally, and how that's great because even if it's like a little bit inaccurate to categorize all these different therapies together, that it gives the whole thing a sense of momentum and like cultural energy that then like that is upstream of like funding and products and development and stuff like that. So they're like, that's like net positive for, even though it's like a little bit wrong because like all these things aren't really like, they're all peptides, yes, but they're so different in terms of what they can do.
Being grouped together is inaccurate.
And them being grouped together is a little bit strange, but like that's fine. It brings more attention to like sort of I don't know, proactive healthcare as a category more generally. I don't know that they use that word, but that's kind of what we were speaking to. Like the difference between I'm sick and I need to go to the doctor and I want to enhance or optimize my life and like moving towards the second whenever we can. Talked a lot about like preventative care and about how the incentives for insurance companies, like that preventative care is like, if it's expensive, it doesn't make sense for an insurance company to pay for that because the average, which was like a total black pill for me, but the average amount of time that an American spends on their insurance plan is 3.5 years. So for a disease that's going to develop in 5 years, that insurer doesn't have any incentive to pay for that.
Yeah.
Because by the time you develop that disease, you'll be off their plan anyway. So the incentive structure around preventative care being all out of whack. It was honestly like pretty neutral on peptides. Like half the panel seemingly didn't take. I know that 2 of those people do, but 2 of the others didn't. It was pretty measured on peptide use. It was more about sort of, I don't know, kind of the trends around it than it was around specific peptides and stuff like that, which
totally.
Yeah.
I think my 3 takeaways were, 1, misaligned incentives with insurance companies. That was the most interesting part of the discussion for me and how that relates to healthcare and care for both sick individuals and people who are trying to be proactive about their health and how fucked up the system is, which we know, but like how deeply ingrained that is from like toe to top of head is pretty crazy. And then second thing that was interesting to me is the rise of sort of like consumer healthcare being really rooted in the GLP-1 movement.
Oh yeah.
And how both insurance companies and pharmaceutical companies and basically never believed that people would inject themselves, that consumers would inject themselves. And that has been proven to be not true and that people are more comfortable doing that than they would have guessed or studies would have shown earlier. And that movement has meant that 1/3 of all GLP-1 usage and purchases are happening direct to consumer, which is wild. Like no, they've not seen anything like that in the world of pharmaceutical development, which is interesting. And they had some like net positive, I think, takes on what that could mean. And then the third being that, most people it was pretty neutral, but a take that I have around that is I think people who are interested in peptides or in that room, even if they aren't using peptides or pro, like I think most people who are interested in peptides are very much like personal agency, believe in people's personal agency.
Yeah.
And so I think even if you are like really excited about what's happening with these different injectables, you have a belief that people should do what they want with their own bodies. And so someone saying like, oh, I'm not using these, I don't like them, like still aligns with the values of someone who's interested in them. Because they're like, yeah, you should do whatever you want with you have your own personal agency to decide how you're going to care for your body.
Yeah.
And so I think because of that, there was not a lot of like negative sentiment in the room.
Totally.
I would be really interested in a conversation that is very combative. It was not a combative conversation. Everybody was very much sort of on the same page.
Yeah.
I would be interested to hear from someone who is deeply credible and very anti.
Yeah.
And that was definitely there was none of that really in the room that I felt from the crowd. Really great event. Great job, Tori. Huge props. We know what it takes to put on something like that. And it's no small feat. And
totally.
it was really well done.
Really fun.
Okay. Should we get into some topics?
First, let's do a little shout out to Polygon. So going to pull that up here. Every company moving money globally hits the same walls. Legacy rails are slow, expensive, and built for a pre-internet world. Stablecoin rails are fast, but they're fragmented across vendors that don't talk to each other. The plumbing to deliver on the promise of stablecoins hasn't existed. Polygon's open money stack is fixing that. One unified stack that puts global money movement onto proven rails that move at the speed of the internet. And why Polygon? Because they've been moving money. You can check out the link in the chat to learn more. And we love you, Polygon. Thank you so much.
I love when you're in town and you get to do the ad reads because I can't read publicly. I can't actually read. I'm illiterate.
I enjoy it. I like it. I know that there's a lot of anxiety that people have around them, reading them and getting them wrong or right, but I kind of like it.
You and Quasi-Matt love to do it.
You know what? I love a script. Like I love it's like if it's laid out.
Yeah. Tell me what to say.
Totally.
Okay. What do you want to talk about first?
Okay. Well, we have a guest coming on who's going to talk about Tech Week.
Yeah.
She had a little viral moment. Anna, who we'll introduce when she gets here, but she had a really funny, interesting viral moment around New York Tech Week and Partiful and events more generally that we'll get into with her. So I think let's save Tech Week stuff.
Great.
Would you want to
talk about New Hollywood?
Yeah, New Hollywood.
Okay. New Hollywood segment here.
Roll tape.
Kate, that was for you for clips. Okay. 2 movies right now. Sweeping the box office. Okay. Obsession and Backrooms. Horror movies. 2 horror movies.
Okay.
Came out around the same time.
Tough for me. Okay.
And are people, they're dominating in movie theater box office right now. So first we're going to talk about Backrooms. So what is very exciting about this is it's directed by a young man named Kane Parsons. He is 20 years old.
Wow.
Yes. And he got his start when he was 16 doing YouTube videos.
Wow. Cool.
And he started this web series that then is the lore text of the film. And he started this in 2022. And the series was based off of actually a fictional location that was invented in 2019 on 4chan. So that's like by
him or by the...
I don't believe by him.
Okay.
I think it was sort of like in a 4chan sort of thing.
Okay.
He took that, very much made it his own into this YouTube series when he was 16 years old. That then got bought by A24.
Okay.
And became the movie that is 2016 Backrooms, and had an absolutely bonkers opening weekend, 1 for a horror movie and 2 for a 20-year-old director. $118 million worldwide opening weekend, the biggest opening in A24's history. So crazy stuff. It's starring the woman Renata Rensva, whom I love.
Yep.
And production for the film was $10 million.
Okay.
So
they're putting
good margins.
Some money in the back in the bank after that one.
I went and saw it this weekend.
Uh-huh.
I will save my thoughts till the end.
Okay.
Obsession.
Are you a horror movie person?
I like horror movies. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like any movie that makes you feel something.
Okay.
And I like to be like shocked in a theater. Love it.
Okay.
And I like to see horror movies in theater. I don't really I like the communal experience of it. I don't have an interest in really like sitting at home and watching something scary unless I'm like with a group of people.
Okay.
Like, Obsession is another film that came out directed by Curry Barker, age 26. Also got his start on YouTube. Started making YouTube videos when he was a teenager, primarily sketch comedy videos, and then had his first horror series or a horror video that he produced with a friend, I believe, called The Chair, and that got over 9 million views. That's sort of what set him up to be able to then sell the movie that he made called Obsession. That had a tiny budget, less than $1 million, $750,000.
Wow.
Tiny budget. And so far has done 148 million in the box office.
Whoa.
Which is crazy. The other crazy thing about it,
how did it go from how did he go from YouTuber to distribution like that?
So The Chair, that video doing really well.
Okay.
I think it's Lionsgate bought this.
Okay.
And so I think he leveraged that into a very small purchase or very small budget and relationship with Lionsgate. And then what's crazy about this is that from first weekend to second weekend, a 40% increase in the second weekend, which is like unheard of in movies. Like you really never have like a following weekend that does numbers like that.
Okay.
And
because it's really scary. Like what? Like
I think the sentiment is that the acting is really great. So this woman who is the main actress, it's like Oscar buzz around her. Her name is, I have it somewhere here, Indy Narvaret. I'm saying that wrong, but she's supposed to be phenomenal in it. It's supposed to be very, very scary, and it like builds. So I think there's just like something of the experience, and again, seeing it in movie theaters together with other people. And then I think the story around him being a YouTuber, him having a tiny budget for the film, has like really rallied a community and like online sort of frenzy around the movie.
Cool.
And the main takeaways are essentially young directors starting on YouTube, very young, 26, 20, starting on YouTube, and then not only being able to sell in with like very historied and very prestigious production companies, but also that these movies are geared towards a very young Gen Z audience who are back in movie theaters.
Okay.
And so like huge box office debuts is a big part of the story, where it's like, wow, not only these young directors, but also they're getting their audiences to come to the theater.
Yeah.
Which there was this whole belief that like that was going to stop happening.
I see.
Basically.
Wow.
So very cool.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a very positive story. I think it's really interesting.
Can't tell you part of the story that I don't love. Okay, keep going.
That being said,
Okay.
Backrooms went this weekend. Could not have hated it more.
Okay.
I think it's actually a bad movie.
Okay.
Like legitimately, like people are having like group psychosis around this movie being good.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm looking off camera to get.
Have you seen it?
Have you seen it?
Okay.
No. Okay.
Like it's incoherent. It's I saw it and I was like, yeah, this is an 8-minute YouTube video. That's funny and interesting, or not funny, but like weird and scary and shocking and dystopian or like disturbing.
Okay.
It's not a feature-length film.
Okay. What's it? It's like
the premise of the story is no spoilers. The premise of the story is that it's about a man who works in a furniture store, and he finds a back room in this furniture store.
I see.
And then the story unfolds there, and his therapist is involved, and his clerk.
What's
his
show that like had a similar? There's like it's not Nathan Fielder. It's the other sort of like weirdo, absurdist comedian.
The Chair, which is not The Chair that.
It's like The Chair Company or something.
Yeah, The Chair Company.
Tim Robinson.
Men love him.
He was very.
Men
I
love
watched.
him.
It's like not that, but it's not that. I don't know.
I think it's scarier.
Okay, horror.
It's horror. It's horror. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm so excited for this young man. I'm excited to see people going into the theater.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to have spent the $20 to have had that experience.
Yeah.
I will never watch that movie again, and I don't think it's good. I'm going to see Obsession this weekend, so we'll report back.
Okay.
But that's what's up with New Hollywood.
That's really cool. There's part of the story that I don't. What I saw, the discourse around it that I saw was this new trend or race to sign YouTube talent for major distribution. Yes, into theaters, but also bringing YouTube talent onto streaming platforms as well.
Yeah.
And I take major issue with that, because I will tell you what's happening at the lower end of the market is, and this is sort of adjacent to the story around these movies.
Okay.
But it's summer break. My kids are home, and we have been just trying to fill time. And
last time we talked about them digging a hole in the backyard.
Exactly.
I'm aware of
digging
how
holes,
desperate we are.
in the backyard, and turning to streaming platforms more than I would probably like. And what I found recently is that it used to be that like stuff that's on Disney Plus is going to be generally fine. Stuff that's on Netflix is okay.
Fine, meaning appropriate for young people, like
not even
children.
Quality bar.
Oh, quality bar. Okay.
Yeah. Because like there's some. I don't let them watch YouTube because the
brain rot.
The quality bar is like below the floor.
Yeah.
But so I've always been like, we can kind of like pick and choose on the streamers, because a lot of this, it's curated. It's like a platform that's been curated by these whatever, and like it has a higher bar. It has had a higher bar. But what these streamers are now doing is buying cheap, presumably YouTube shows that are terrible.
Okay.
And are just like,
and then pushing them onto the streaming platforms.
Bringing them onto Netflix.
Okay.
Or Amazon Prime is a big culprit of this too. Video and Prime Video. And the result is like,
bad.
I've been coming to the room and I'm like, what is this? And the kids are like, it's on Netflix or it's on Amazon Prime. And I'm like, okay, but these guys are just
strategy
like,
is going to have to change.
yeah, the strategy has to change
internally for the Burke household.
And Disney Plus is like still okay, but like they're now like, I don't want to watch Disney Plus because the fun stuff is on. Yeah,
totally.
The like YouTuber guys who are like, when I hear the YouTuber teenage boy voice, it is such a trigger.
Can
for
I
me.
tell you something?
Yeah.
We sat next to at dinner last night at Sugarfish, two men that fit into that category, and we were both like, we must actually wrap this meal up.
We gotta wrap it up.
The fact that this
exit.
is so upsetting.
Yeah.
Like losing brain cells, truly.
Totally. Yeah, there's a way of speaking. There's a frenetic pace that all these shows have.
Yeah.
And just the stuff they're doing is so stupid. And I'm like, we can't. So anyway, that's a second order consequence of this
other thing,
broader business trend of people buying IP from YouTube and bringing it over to the streamers. So,
okay. I don't support it now after your take.
I mean, I'm like, I love to see creators like getting their bag, but
create a show, right?
Yeah. And like have a bar.
Yeah. Totally. Of excellence. Okay. Do we want to do one more hit or do we want to?
What's the Victoria's Secret stock price story?
Wow. What a story. Okay. A huge week for Victoria's Secret. Shares of Victoria's Secret closed 47% higher after a blowout earnings report on June 2nd. 47% higher. Yesterday.
Okay.
So two things happened. Earnings report was very good.
Okay.
Earnings report with Q1 sales jumping 15% year over year.
Okay.
And in-store sales jumping 13%.
I'm shocked by that.
Some things that I will say around the shock of it. Well, first of all, that happened. So good earnings report. But the other thing that happened, which is making the internet go bananas, is that they changed their ticker to look like very sexy, basically. Like it was like VSCO. And then they changed it to, let's see what exactly it is. Get that ticker. Okay. VSXY. So very sexy.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a part of what happened.
Okay. So it's a meme stock game that they're playing.
It's a combination of meme stock and good earnings report that has, I mean, you should open like the chart is.
Let's get the chart. Let's get the chart.
Meme coin status.
Okay. Hold on, let me pull it up onto the stage here.
Like, woo, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of people doing the meme of like throwing out the investors, the book, the like sound investor or whatever. So that's what's happening. This is my take. Yeah, there it is. And my take on this is that excuse me. Boobs are back. I've been saying this. It's Trump's America. I've been saying this for 2 years now, and they're back. And I'm happy for.
Shout out to Off Campus if you're not watching that.
Shout out to Off Campus. I'm legitimately distracted by what's happening on that show. Good for her. I'm happy for all you guys.
Yeah.
I am curious. Two things that I think will happen from an economic perspective on three things actually. Okay, one. Victoria's Secret stock price and other.
Can I ask, like, is this following like a particularly good, like, don't they do the fashion show in Q1? Like, is there something?
No, there wasn't. I mean, they do that, but I don't think they did it this year. They did a weird thing that was like last quarter or something. They changed the date. Okay. And so, that is one thing. I think stock prices of, what's the American Eagle?
Okay.
One Ariel. Okay. Ariel or whatever. Skims. Like, I'm like, if I'd be buying some of those right now because people are going to start wearing bras again and wearing push-up bras. One. Two.
Recession indicator, push-up bras?
Potentially.
Okay.
Two. I would get into plastic surgery. If I was a young person as a doctor, I'd be going into cosmetics right now.
I see.
They're going to be cleaning up.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be back. Fake boobs are so back. The third I'll take. I'll just
no. Now I need to know it.
I just think that there's going to be like a rise of, in the same vein of young, like of Trump's America. I think we're going to see a resurgence in a major way of age gap relationships again. Very young women, fake tits, older men.
Wow. I know why you shied away from that take.
You heard it here first, I think. So anyway, I just think like those are downstream consequences of Trump being in office, is my opinion.
Yeah. Wow. A lot to unpack there. But
we can take the Victoria's Secret ticker.
Well, I'm just bringing it back to Victoria's Secret for a second. It's so interesting that this is they're like, if genuinely like earnings report showed 15% year-on-year growth, that's the most shocking part of it. The meme stock stuff I get, and like the boobs and all of that, I understand conceptually.
Yeah.
But Victoria's Secret sales being up 15% year-on-year.
Yeah.
I can't square, because malls are dead. Where are people? They're shopping online?
Well, a big part of this was that a big part of the story is that 13% of it was online shopping. And I will say, we have another story that we are going to get into about Phia, the new Chrome plugin. Phia for online shopping. And I have been on a bathing suit search journey. We've all heard. Everybody in the studio is aware. And clocking literally hours online shopping, trying to unlock something. And
find the Holy Grail.
Exactly. And I have been fed so much Victoria's Secret bathing suits, and like every single search, and I'm like, they have some cracked growth. Something happened. Yeah. I think I would have loved to dig into that a little bit more around like, growth and marketing that they're doing. That makes sense, because man, you walk past a Victoria's Secret in the mall and it's like, it's a graveyard. Yeah. Remember when we went to Mecca, i.e. the Skims store in Green Hills Mall? I do remember that. Great retail experience. Weird fantastic. Merchandising in store, but might have been a Nashville thing. But they have a great job. I think it was appropriate merchandising for where we were. Yeah. Not for us. We were kind of like lost in the sauce. Yeah. But Skims does a great job. Victoria's Secret, on the other hand, I don't know, but I think it's a increase in merchandising online, and then I think some growth marketing that they're doing that's really working, because I'm in like a totally different land of bathing suit, and to keep getting fed that is very strange. Like, wait, what about this? Man, I used to hit the 5. It was at the time, I will be aging myself, but I think it was like 5 for $25. Yeah, underwear sale. Oh. Totally. In the bins. You're like, ew. Yeah. Through the bins at Victoria's Secret. Super gross. Yeah. But for me, I was like, that was well, what's incredible to me is whatever it is, 10 years, 15 years later. Yeah. Skims, 5 for $35. Right. Like, still pretty good deal. Yeah. You know, I'm a Skims supporter. I know you are. I really should have some. And then the last thing I'll say about Victoria's Secret, you should buy some stock in Skims. I should. Yes. Yeah. You should put your money where your mouth is. Last thing I'll say about Victoria's Secret is, the bra sizing trauma that has happened in those dressing rooms. Tears. Like, it's so unpleasant. It's so, hold on there. I'm getting an off stage signal here. I loved the way that happened. Keep going. Just being like, 15 years old, not having any sense of your own body. Yeah, zero. Having boobs and like not having any sense of what those are. And like having so much weird, like not just like them being new and you being like, I don't know. And like someone like thrusting you into a Victoria's Secret dressing room and being like, figure it out. Then a stranger comes in, you're topless. Yeah. Stranger comes in with their thing and is like hastily like putting it around places and like you're moving and you're like, I don't know. And then them giving you some arbitrary, honestly, size. They're like, and maybe like, the whole thing, I have so much trauma around it. And they were always pushing it. And I was always like, they were always trying to get you measured for some reason. Like can't think of anything I want to do less. And then we were in the Skims store. we did. And they were like, she was like, can we measure? I was like, did you ask? Yeah, no, I didn't ask. I was basically like, I I need to be a grown-up woman.
Uh-huh.
I should buy a bra.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, we're here. I'm in store. I don't have to do like order 6 and return all of them.
Yeah.
And then this sweet young woman who was untrained, an untrained young lady was in the Skims store.
Yeah.
And she was
She
like, do you guys
offered.
want to be measured?
Yeah.
And I was like, we're here. Let's do it.
Uh-huh.
She measured us both. And I can't tell you she didn't know what she was doing. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, we came out with the same size.
She was like, the same size. And I was like, those who have eyes to see. I was like, and we were both just like, went into the dressing room. They were wrong. They didn't work.
Wrong.
They didn't work. Anyway. It was
Oh
really
my
funny.
God. Oh.
Okay, New York Tech Week.
Yes, New York Tech Week. Why don't you come on up? We have a really fun guest to chat about Tech Week. Hi, I'm Deana. Nice to meet you too.
Hi, I'm Natasha. Thank you for coming. Okay, you're just going to want to pull that mic in.
Okay, Anna or Anna?
Anna.
Anna,
Yes.
okay. Boy roll?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming by. So you had a little viral moment this week related to New York Tech Week.
Yes, with my tweet.
Oh, do we have a? Okay, great.
Oh, right.
I'm going to pull it up here, but give us a little voiceover on what you built, what happened, the viral moment. Tell us everything.
Yeah, so I built an events directory which shows you all the New York Tech Week events, but with like actual.
Oh.
Yeah. Do I look this way?
You can look it up.
Yeah. You look at us. Yeah.
Mike is just because of your height, I think it's taller.
Let me try.
Better?
Are we sounding good?
Okay,
Does
how
it
do we
sound
sound? Thumbs
that
up?
fine?
Okay, great. We're
Like
good
right
to go.
now? Okay.
Okay, so tell us what
Yeah,
happened.
So I built an events directory which shows you all the New York Tech Week like event pages, like
Mhm.
from Partiful, but with like actually helpful filters. So neighborhood, people, time, sort by popularity, etc. And like a chatbot that you can just ask about anything, and it'll just give you a few events to go to.
I'm obsessed because for people who don't know, navigating the New York Tech Week website,
It's insufferable.
it's impossible. Like
Yeah.
it literally just doesn't work basically. And you're like, okay, there's all that website does to me is show that there's a lot of events happening.
Right. And there's 1,600 as I can see on your page here.
Yeah, there are so many events, and the website is just so hard to navigate. I scrolled it for a few minutes to try to find a few events, and I just couldn't. So I just went to Claude and immediately just gave it context about me.
Uh-huh.
And it found me really cool events. And then I just thought, okay, I can't be the only one who has this problem.
Yeah.
How did you build this tool?
So the scraping I did myself, and then a large part of it was just vibe coded on Claude.
Okay.
Mhm.
On
Yeah.
Claude.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. So then you tweeted about it and then
Yes.
it kind of went off. Is that what
Exactly.
happened? Okay.
Yes. I think it went off because of the Partiful RSVP data that I exposed using it.
Mhm.
So when I was scraping all the Partiful event pages of New York Tech Week, I saw that so Partiful uses a JSON app. So in its like source page, you can see all the guest count, pending, approved, etc. And you can't see that on the actual app. So I thought I'd use that to actually tell people
Smart.
Nice.
where they should go
That's
and
awesome.
what's already booked.
I feel like this could live in the category of, when like the meme of a girl talking to her friends and not knowing anything about a guy. She's like, I can't find him.
Mhm.
And the girlfriend's being like, just give me his name, and then going so deep. Like, I feel like it's going to be in the same category of like, we're going to find every Partiful, every event he's at, we will know. I'm like, okay, you could create a vibe coding app around that. I think
I love that.
would go.
Was Partiful like a partner for New York Tech Week? Is there a reason all these are on Partiful?
Yeah, they're an A16Z Portco, so they're the only official partner.
Oh,
That makes sense.
Got it. That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes a lot of
And
sense.
New York Tech Week is put on by, or like the creator of New York Tech Week is
Largely
A16Z.
A16Z.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're
But
the,
it makes sense.
it's their propaganda
daddy.
machine.
They're the daddy of New York Tech Week. Okay. And I think that this tweet is what I saw, which was why I wanted to reach out to you, which was about you were able to see RSVPs relative to confirmed attendance. And so then we're able to filter by which events are the most exclusive, which I thought was a great hack.
Do you know off the top of your head which one was the most exclusive?
Yes, the speedrun one, the speedrun pitch competition
Okay.
by A16Z. So I know the like official program only accepts 0.4% of people, and their pitch competition, which I guess is like speed running kind of to interview, accepts 0.8% of people.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, presumably this is like a one-on-one pitch. So that would make sense that people are like, it's not like an event. Like you're not like going and
I know, but I checked the Partiful events questionnaire, and it's pretty short. You kind of answer 3 questions, and they only pick 0.8% of people.
yeah.
I'm not sure how they do it, but
Interesting.
they probably saw some good talent. from
And
there.
then the Anthropic event was also
70%.
Anthropic event is on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it would be really interesting to see. You had a take that was like, I want to see the rooms.
Oh yeah. Okay. There's another tweet from a friend of the pod, Saram, who was saying that New York Tech Week is just like a humiliation ritual. And it was like all of these different people tweeting about how oversubscribed their events are. And saying like, either this is how you get in or this is crazy or blah, blah, blah. And like sort of saying that this is, humiliating. And I think that's a funny take. I also think like 2 things. Additionally, our other friend of the pod, Quasi Matt, showed this hack that you can do on Partiful, where you as the host can go in, say that someone is actually going to attend, and then give them +9. So you sort of like make your fluff your numbers,
Inflate your numbers.
inflate your numbers to make it look like there's hundreds of people going to these events or whatever.
He's a shit poster, so I think he was just doing that for a bit. But
yes,
I do think it's possible to do.
Yeah, I did see this bug. There's another bug that I found where if you're an event host and you can see the toggles interested, pending, approved, you can, so if someone says they're interested in your event, you can change that to going. So
Yes,
they don't really go to your event, but you can tell them, hey,
exactly
you're
that.
actually going.
It's exactly that. And then you can add +1s, up to 9 +1s. So you can say that there's so many endless amount of people who are interested. And my take is like, just show me the rooms. Like, are people actually showing up to these places? Are they actually interested? Like, I'm fully disinterested in a tweet that says there were 600 people who said that they were going to come to my event. I'm totally interested in a picture of a full room, which the Peptide event last night, totally full room.
Yeah.
So I think that, not to say that people are not showing up to these places. I think that people are, but my recommendation to you as a marketer listening for your Tech Week event, just wait and be like, look how many people showed up.
Yes. Show, don't tell.
Yeah.
Show, don't tell, I think is
Big
important
time.
with events. Are you a career vibe coder, or tell us more about what you're up to?
Technically, I'm a startup lawyer.
Okay.
I work in an AI native law firm.
Okay.
And I host tech events in the city.
Okay, cool. So you're in the event game is very much
Yes,
yours.
I'm hosting one tomorrow with 14 founders and 1 imposter. So it's a table with 15 people.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah,
okay.
Wait, say more.
So there's a table with 15 people and it's dinner, and 14 of them are real seed and Series A founders. And one of them is just a liar.
Oh,
I'm obsessed with that. That is so funny. And is everybody trying to figure out who's lying and who's...
Exactly.
Okay,
right?
that's such
So
a
it's just
great
a normal
idea.
dinner, but with a little bit of spice to it.
Yeah, I
and
love
you can
that.
ask unhinged questions, and it's okay because you're really just trying to figure out
Yes.
who's LARPing.
Wow, that's so fun.
that is really funny. I really love that.
Do you know who the...
I do.
Okay, did you go out
I
and
posted a
handpick?
tweet asking who's really good at LARPing, and a lot of people DM'd me, and this person is exceptionally good at LARPing.
Okay.
So yes,
Wow.
they're the imposter.
Next time you do this, let me know, because I have quite a few recommendations of people who could do a good job.
I will.
That's really fun. Okay, so you work, you're a lawyer.
Yes.
Okay, and tell us about working as a lawyer in AI. I feel like it's a really interesting time to be doing that.
Yeah, it's great because I work in an AI native law firm. So we build all our legal tech products ourselves.
Okay.
And we use it to draft contracts, review contracts, etc. But then there's the human in loop thing where we review them on our own. But that means we can cut costs for our clients. So we charge like 1/3 the fee of big law, but like our entire law firm is just ex big law.
Okay,
So it's really great for our clients.
cool. That's awesome.
And you don't have any like existential fear as someone who presumably spent a ton of money getting a law degree and seeing AI like consume parts of that industry?
Not at all, just because like the way society is structured, it's like the law just can't ever go. Like if court's not going away,
Yeah.
the American Bar Association is just not going away. They will always order lawyers to just end up, like reviewing contracts, etc. So yeah, as a way it's structured, lawyers just can't go away.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
You might as well just price competitively.
Yeah. It's like podcast hosts can't be.
We're always going to be job security
We're
till
not
the end of time.
setting this. Okay. What tech week events are you going to?
Ooh,
Or ones that you've been eyeing that you think are
this morning
interesting?
I went to an event by Flybridge. They rented out a bodega and they were just giving out free bacon, egg, and cheeses
Nice.
to anyone who wanted to pitch. I went to the 11 Labs pop-up.
I was going to
where-
ask. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
I
very
wanna
cool. It was a
head over to
robot
them.
just making you coffee.
Maybe
Nice.
we could go to that before.
There's one today as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Any other highlights?
Yes, there's a +1 party hosted by Vega on Friday. You bring a +1 and at the end you have to leave with a date, a roommate, or a really good friend or something. You just
Oh my
have to leave
gosh.
with someone's +1. Yeah.
Love it. Wow.
sounds
People are
fun.
getting pretty innovative over here on that's great. I love to see
There are
that.
some great events this year.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like there's been a real step change in terms of the New York Tech Week as a whole. How much is going on? Feels like there's a lot more going on than years prior, which I'm
Yeah.
curious about like why that has happened, but I've sensed that from the online discourse around it at least.
I wonder what the like vibe is around fundraising right now as it relates to like also what's happening with vibe coding, like how if the relationship between founder and venture investor has changed, has the power dynamic shifted more towards the founder?
I think there's a big discourse about how you can't ever call yourself a non-technical founder now with vibe coding.
Mm-hmm.
So power dynamics shifting towards the founder. I think there is more capital to deploy now, and a lot of people are deploying so much capital. But there are also a lot more founders.
Yeah.
So you have to,
Yeah,
more
a lot
people
more
starting
noise.
companies today than there ever have been.
Yeah.
So probably not that much shifting towards the founder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there has been times in the past, like different iterations of the tech industry where I guess it has just felt so stacked on the side of the VC where like they have
The pick of the litter.
all the leverage and the founder has zero. And now there's like less. Being a founder, you're less capital constrained with all these tools, and so you're able to move faster in ways that like you don't necessarily need the VCs for as much, at least early stage stuff. And so I just wonder if that frees it up. But you're right, that just means there's more. There's also probably 10 times the amount of founders and people who are building.
I do also think that it makes sense that an in-person event or like a week of in-person events has exploded, because I think if I'm a venture capitalist and now there's 10x, 50x the amount of founders who are working on projects, like getting in front of and meeting as many folks as you can in an efficient way to then be like, okay, these are the 3 or 5 that I'm actually going to take meetings with based on our interaction or what they talked about or what they're building, as opposed to like having to find a way to filter through all of the vibe coded apps that are like living on Twitter.
Totally.
So I think that makes sense in like the IRL-ness of it all.
Yeah, it's great that founders don't have to fly to SF, and people in SF are now coming to New York this week. It's great. There's so many people on the street who are just going to New York Tech Week events. Like I was just walking in Flatiron and someone pointed to me and said, "Hey, I met you at the New York Tech Week event last night." And at the event that I was going to, I met someone from another event earlier that day. It's a great sense of community that New York tech scene often lacks.
Yeah. What's next? What's your next vibe coding project? What are you going to disrupt next?
Ooh.
What security vulnerabilities are you going to exploit next?
Hopefully none of them. I really did not mean to see that. I really
Yeah.
just wanted to scrape the particle pages, and it
It's so
just
sweet that,
happened
like,
to be there.
There's such a I really appreciate the way that you are coming in to this around the what you were able to exploit, because there would be a different type of person who would be coming in with a different energy around it, and I'm like, it's so
Yeah,
nice.
I agree.
You're like very
I agree.
sweet around it.
God, I did not mean to see that. It just happened, and I just could not use it.
Totally.
Of course,
Totally.
yeah.
They seem to
totally.
be very cool merch, though.
Nice.
I DM'd them on Twitter, and I said, if you need me to security test any of your merch, please send it to me, and they did.
Nice.
Nice. Wait, there's something else going on with Partiful with ticketing, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, should we talk about that quickly? And then
Yeah.
we can-
Just that they're doing, you're selling tickets. You're able to sell tickets on Partiful now.
Okay, I always thought that was the case. So
you were wrong.
I was wrong. I have been to events where you had to Venmo
Okay,
in order
well,
to get into the event.
That's a workaround.
Okay, right. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
They've Stripe.
I
is
think
linked.
they've plugged it in the back end.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because honestly, the way that they had taped it together really worked. I was like, oh wow, I'm like sent to Venmo. I sent the thing and I came back and it was like, you're in.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
anyway,
They soft launched it in a really funny way. They have a Partiful party going on tonight, and you had to pay either $10,000 to get in, or just put the discount code that they just gave everyone.
Oh, nice. That's
but
funny.
yeah, I
Okay.
think
As a
everyone was
way to
talking
show.
about why is this $10,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cute.
Nice. They do a great job
Yeah,
marketing.
I'm a big fan of Partiful.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're making some money.
And, I'm happy to give data to Palantir anytime. That's the
Is it?
Yeah. That's what people think about Partiful, is that they're actually like an agent of Palantir, and it's a way to collect data about people's movements.
I believe it.
I didn't know
So
that.
I don't know. That's some deep like conspiracy theory vibes, but
Yeah.
everybody's
it makes me
kind of
feel
like,
a bit less bad about exposing security
There you
vulnerability.
go. There you go.
well, thank you so much for coming on, and
course.
congrats
Thank you
on
for
a
having me.
viral moment. You love to see it.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you so much.
We'll talk soon.
New York Tech Week. What's on our agenda?
Well, I want to go to this 11 Labs thing.
11 Labs. There's the Anthropic.
Anthropic event. And
I'm going to
the Delta Lounge for me.
Yeah, the Delta Lounge. I'm going to a Stellar event tomorrow night, and there's some other crypto stuff. So, get in.
There is some crypto stuff?
Well, kind of. There's like crypto people doing things that I
Okay.
don't know. It's not necessarily crypto.
Okay.
But
She was so great.
so great. What a nice young woman.
Yes. Love to see it.
It's interesting to see how crypto is showing up.
And it's quite minimally.
Yes. Yes. Quite minimally. Okay.
Well, there's also ETHConf next week, which I feel like is maybe part of that,
yeah.
which is that everyone's like, well,
I'll see you next week.
see you next week.
Okay. I have one other thing that is so fun about the site, the vibe coding site that she put together.
Oh.
It's built with Vercel.
Love to see it.
Always is.
It always
Also-
is. It always is.
The tool that we use to get into our studio.
Yeah. Also built with Vercel.
I mean, it all comes back.
It really does.
It all comes back to them. Okay. I had one other story. Oh, should we talk about I feel like I've talked quite a bit. So do you want to talk about the call sheet? Knicks, go Knicks.
Yes.
I just have one thing to say quickly
Please.
about the Knicks.
Mhm.
If anybody's listening and wants to take me to a Knicks game,
We have
I'm
a plus one
available.
available for the next game. She's here.
So I
She's
just wrote
ready.
at
She's
Natasha
willing.
G. Hoskins.
She's-
DMs are open.
She's
Okay?
a great time. She's a great person to bring to a Knicks game.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you'd be
you.
a great date for a Knicks game or friend. It doesn't have to be a date. It could be
Anything.
a companion.
Companionship. If you're looking for a companion for a Knicks game,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
know
found
who to,
your gal.
You know who to call. Yeah.
Look no further. When I don't follow basketball at all, so just need to ask a couple basics. When is it, and who are they playing?
Okay, so they're playing the Spurs,
Okay.
San Antonio Spurs.
Okay,
The first game is tonight. There's a series of, how it works.
a playoff.
A playoff,
Yes,
So up to a series of 7 games, depending.
first to four.
First to 4.
Okay,
So tonight's the first game. Second game is
In New
on.
York.
I believe tonight's in New York, right? Yeah. No. Tonight's in San Antonio. Okay, tonight's in San Antonio. Friday, huge in New York.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a fun night.
Mhm.
And then for me, who will be going?
Yep, exactly. It's gonna be a great night for you.
Friday, and then Monday, and then I don't know the other ones, but those are the 3
Okay.
upcoming games.
Okay.
And first time the Knicks are in the finals in 27 years.
You've got a big
Crazy.
Knicks fan here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
Knicks fan.
So are you wearing a Knicks shirt? Oh, no, you're not.
Okay.
So it's really fun. And like what I love about New York sports is I'm not like a huge sports gal. I'm not going to pretend like I am. Basketball is my favorite.
Great.
But I just love, similar to watching a horror movie in a theater.
The
a communal-
totally.
It's so fun.
Yeah, we need
And
more of those.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And going to a bar and all rooting for the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's great. So that's the deal.
Speaking of, there's this really funny tweet that I'm going to pull up, which is I love the World Cup and it's coming up, and they're similarly.
Yes.
I don't really watch soccer. My husband watches soccer all the time. I'm not really that into it. What I love about it, especially the World Cup, not the Premier League games that he watches, but like the World Cup especially, communal experience, the funnest.
Global communal experience.
And we can pull on like ethnic stereotypes to root for the country that we want to root for. Anyway, very fun. My family's Brazilian, and so I feel like I have a little bit of license to share this tweet, which is So really funny.
Okay.
And it is about the Brazilian soccer team. They flew to the United States this past week, and they baptized the plane. And it's a video of them like
real?
Yeah. No, it's real. And they like sprayed the plane down.
So funny. That's so funny.
Really funny stuff. And anyway, they flew to New York, and they're starting to come in, starting to gear up.
Wow. Exciting. That feels
Really
so early. I thought it was like, I guess July. Yeah. I guess
and
soon.
I think you want to like be here to acclimate for a bit.
Prep. Yeah. Yeah, I am going to Paris in July.
Couple weeks. Yeah.
Couple weeks. And for the longtime listener, they know this is something that I do. And it's remarkably easy to sublet my apartment this summer. I did.
Okay, great.
Because there's no Airbnb in New York, and all these people are coming in for the World Cup, and there's nowhere. It's actually, I'd love to see some economic studies on how people are managing it, because basically like there was so much inbound for my apartment because there's all these people who have no other way to stay in New York for more than, you could of course do a hotel, but hotels are crazy expensive. Yeah. Like there's a problem that has happened due to Airbnb not being legal in New York anymore. But really worked to my advantage this year. So anyway,
great for the hotels.
Great for the hotel. Hotel business is going to be popping. Okay, wait. We were gonna talk about Kalshi Knicks bar.
Yeah, now I'm distracted by how irritated I am at all the hotel prices in New York.
It's insane.
It's so
well, it's not just in New York. I was actually looking at, you and I are going to a wedding in Italy this summer.
Yeah.
And we are spending a few days in Rome before, which will be really fun. And I was looking at hotel prices, and we both used to work we worked on a travel product, and I was looking through some trauma, honestly. Like, we don't even need to get into it. We'll talk about it later. But like some things we had put together, some documentation that we had put together. And I was looking at the prices of those hotels. And this was in 2021, 2022 maybe. And they were like $212 a night type thing for like cute boutique hotel. $650, $700 now.
That's the issue.
In 4 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's the same room.
It's the same product.
It's the
maybe
same product.
A worse product.
Right. Exactly.
It's 4 years later.
4 years on.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the issue. Like the Penny Hotel here. Like,
wow.
Sorry,
name names.
But like I've
no
said
gym.
this so many times.
No lobby.
No gym, no lobby. Like it's a fine hotel. Like it's totally fine.
Yeah.
At the price it is.
Unbelievable. Yes.
And so yeah, that's the issue. Feel really
upset by it. Okay, should we get back to Kalshi?
Yes. So I just want to caveat this by saying that I do feel a little bit like I'm just giving a Kalshi PR person a megaphone. So a little bit like it gives me a little bit of the ick to share this story. However, it's a good idea. So I'm going to share it. Anyway, you're
sharing it as a fan of the marketer that came up with this, not like doing the bidding of Kalshi.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. Kudos to the marketer.
Human story.
Human interest story. The Jeffrey is a New York City bar, and they basically put a bunch of money on the Knicks to win on, I have to assume, what's that? Oh, sorry. They put $5,000 on the Knicks to win, I think, for Friday's game. The bar did. If they win, everyone gets free drinks.
Fun.
If they don't,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Really smart.
Really good idea. Do
you think this was seeded by that Kalshi gave them $5,000 to do it?
No, I don't think so. Okay. Like maybe actually, yes. Let's just say yes. Okay. Because I was going to say like the press release is framed that like New York City local bar, the Jeffrey, uses Kalshi to hedge Knicks promotion, showing how small businesses can use prediction markets as insurance. Oh, okay. So they're doing this hedging story. But like, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Cool. That's a great idea.
But like
really great idea.
Well executed. Everyone
the Jeffrey?
The Jeffrey.
Oh, Uptown. Okay. Whoa, crazy. 60th and second, between first and second for those who participate. That's so fun. I love that. You love to see a human interest piece.
Oh wait, it's for game 1. So
That's tonight.
this night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
But yeah, I like Kalshi aside, but great idea.
Great idea.
Good execution.
Love that.
Fun concept. It reminds me, there was a, back in a previous life when I worked in agencies, there was this agency that for their Christmas party, they were like, we're going to put the budget for the Christmas party on, what's the Vegas game that goes? Roulette. And we're going to put it on red.
Okay.
And if
it hits,
we all, whatever, have this like crazy blowout party. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And a similar thing. Like,
did it hit?
I can't remember. It wasn't really about that. It was about the idea
wow,
of it.
Fun. Yeah, totally. Great.
But really fun.
Okay. Should we end here with Phia?
Yeah.
Raise? Okay. So, big news hit the timeline this week around a fundraise for a company called Phia. And announcement was a $35 million raise. Now, ordinarily in today's world, unfortunately or fortunately or whatever, $35 million raise wouldn't make the news, wouldn't break through the timeline. The two main reasons why this particular raise did is because one of the founders is Phoebe Gates, Bill Gates' daughter. The other founder is a woman named Sophie Kiani. And their raise announcement reads like a Coachella festival lineup. And some of the names here, number one, seat 1A here, Khloe Kardashian, Sydney Sweeney, Alex Earle, Jessica Alba, Priyanka Chopra, Paris Hilton, Mindy Kaling, the list goes on and on.
Halsey.
Oh my God. And there is many takes on the internet. People have feelings, people have thoughts.
Yeah.
I personally have, so I'll tell you the takes. Half the takes are basically Nepo baby.
Sure.
People are angry. People are like, quote tweet, this is a web. Oh, the product. First of all, the product is essentially, it's a browser plugin that is AI enabled shopping essentially. So it does a few things. It's very like honey, which we'll talk about in a second, but very honey coded, if you remember that product. But you're on a page, back to my bathing suit search. I'm on Solid and Stripe. I'm on Frankie Bikinis. I'm looking at a bikini. I open the tool. There's a little, and you open it and it will show you other products for other price points that are similar throughout the internet using AI.
I'm gonna do a little demo right now, so we can look at it.
I put a link to I mean, it's a bathing suit, so maybe you don't want to do that, but like,
oh, that's okay. Frankie's bikini. Okay, let's see it.
So you go there, you open it up, you click that, and then it will show you other bathing suits that are similar for other price points that are cheaper. And it searches like Poshmark. It searches, they're not the exact same. I'm sure there are some where you're like looking for a luxury bag.
Wow,
and here's
Poshmark used. Okay. Wow. All right. Got it. So they're really pulling from lots of different sources.
And then when you go to check out, it automatically puts all these coupon codes that they source. I bought this bathing suit and it found me a 10% off. And I've ordered from Frankie a lot. So 10% off. I think it's actually a great product. Like, I think it's really excellently executed. They raised $8 million. They announced $8 million raise last year. Now this $35 million raise. And the product is,
can you guys see the browser in the,
this price is typical. That's cool. I haven't seen
8 coupons found, typical.
Which also, I have a bone to pick that
29 second. Okay.
Bathing suits are now $250.
Yeah.
That's a crime, but that has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
But that's a crime. So that's the product. I think it's an excellent product.
Yeah.
My hope is that what will happen is that this little shopping buddy will get to know me more and more and more and more,
Mhm.
and will be more personalized in the recommendations that it has for me. I'm not a believer in agentic commerce. I don't think that that's going to happen. I don't think that I'm going to have an agent go buy me all my clothes. That's not a world that I see. But
Disagree
having
with you there, but let's keep rolling.
Okay.
Keep going through it.
but you don't like shopping.
Yeah, I think agentic commerce for things that you don't enjoy shopping for will absolutely happen. For your toilet paper, you want to go and make those choices.
Okay, fine. That's cool.
Yeah.
But like this bathing suit,
You enjoy shopping for bathing suits, so you're going to keep doing.
Does anybody in the world enjoy shopping for bathing suits? There's a process I feel
touch.
it's high touch.
It's very high touch.
It's white glove. It's a white glove.
Totally. That's not all of the shopping that you do.
Yeah.
And
okay,
so people
great,
want to
great,
take
great.
examples like that and make all of agentic commerce like about that one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They're like, I want to buy my own wedding dress. Like, of course you want to buy your own wedding dress.
Yes,
Like, that's
okay,
not what we're talking
okay.
about.
I
Keep
agree with
going.
you.
Great.
I agree with you. Okay,
Great.
we're actually aligned on that. So that's my experience with the product. Going back to the takes online, people are upset because she's an Nepo baby. People are upset because of the way in which this raise was announced, like a Coachella poster with all these celebrities on it. People are upset that there was a quote tweet that did numbers that was like, it's a web browser, LOL, and that sort of thing.
Okay. Rude.
So,
yeah.
And I think what this woman has gone through being Bill Gates' daughter, let her do whatever the fuck she wants. Okay. Let her be. 2, it's a great product. 3, it's a stupid fucking take to say that this is a web browser, LOL.
Mm-hmm.
Honey,
Mm-hmm.
I think 5 years ago,
Mhm.
more than that, maybe, raised $40 million. They had a $3 billion exit to PayPal. $3 billion. $3 billion, maybe $4 billion. Let me double check my numbers here. A huge exit to PayPal as a browser plugin. $4 billion in cash in 2020. $4 billion cash exit.
And what happened to them?
Okay. Crazy story.
Okay.
So glad you asked. Okay. So Honey was everywhere. It was this plugin. I will
very
say
similar.
Very similar. It
Yeah.
didn't do the AI shopping thing. It was just the coupon, and how these businesses work is affiliate fees.
Okay.
And that was another take. Like, how could a business be built on affiliate fees? And I'm like, you have no idea how much people shop then. Like,
Yeah.
people spend so much money on shopping online. And so then Honey sold. Huge sell to PayPal. A big part of Honey's marketing over the course of their life, they were like very early to influencer marketing. They were very early to YouTube creators. That was like a big part of how they got initial like mass traction for their product. Then in 2025, was it in 2025? Let's see. Hold on. I just want to double check my numbers here. Okay, 2024. A YouTuber comes out with a video that is entitled Exposing the Honey Influencer Scam. Gets 13 million views. And basically what they expose is 2 things. One, that Honey would essentially was stealing affiliate linking from creators to be attributed to Honey instead of the YouTube creator that actually pushed the product. Are you following?
I am.
So that was one component of it. And then the second component of it was that they were in part with some of the partnerships that they had were holding back coupon codes for some of the partners that they were like deeply embedded with, which was against the core premise of what the product was useful for and basically what consumers were.
Yep.
So those 2 things happen. Expose. Class action lawsuit comes in from all of these influencers, YouTubers, creators saying like, you've been stealing from us. And reportedly there was a $4 million user drop off after this happened. I think also because trust was lost around like these coupons are working. I also think there's another part of this story that I didn't dig into as much, but the way in which affiliate linking worked completely changed, and that like fucked the product basically. And so those 3 things all happened, and I think the product still exists. I think people still use it, but it doesn't have the same like I at least in the zeitgeist, people are not talking about it.
There's a gap in the market for Miss Gates.
Exactly. And the lawsuit is still active. So
I did not know that.
So crazy. And I'm very supportive of this product. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful. And the other take is that, well, you had a really funny
I'm looking at this list here. Yeah.
take on the
I just
lineup.
like what's hilarious to me is that this is the first time in his life, I think, that Alexander Arnault, who is the son of Bernard Arnault, who is LVMH, the
Royalty.
LVMH family,
Uh-huh.
he doesn't show up until line 5. He's getting like
absolutely humbled.
Yeah, majorly humbled. Also, Vlad Tenev, who is the CEO of Robinhood, I'm sure he has never been seat 1A on a funding announcement. So
Oh my
I
gosh,
think
they're
it's
like basically in coach at this point.
I think it's kind of funny to see,
I love to see
how this has shown
Two
up.
men humbled in this way.
Totally.
Um,
Also, some other interesting folks here. Shabuzi, bottom row.
crazy work. But
Wendy
I do
Murdoch.
think-
Wow. Yeah. I mean, also, if I had this lineup of investors, you better believe I'd be putting all their names on a graphic and putting it on Twitter too. Like,
additionally, like if you have an app that's for shopping,
yeah,
like
totally.
this is an insane lineup.
Yeah.
Like a Sydney Sweeney collab with Frankie's Bikini brought to you by Phia. It just does the work all on its own. Like, so anyway, I, that's my take on this. And I think that people I totally get.
She's an easy target.
She's an easy target.
She's the easiest target that I've ever seen in my entire life. So
100%. And people love to hate on a funding round. There's actually no reason, in my opinion, to announce a fundraise unless it's this kind of lineup, because people just do not root for you when they know you have raised money. So that's that.
Wow.
Anything else we want to talk about?
I just want to give a quick shout out. It's not going to work for me to play it here, but there's an incredible video that I just linked to in the newsletter that I think is important for everyone to watch, which is this child who has mastered probably, I don't know, he does like 30 different bird calls.
Oh,
in this video.
I saw this note in the run of show.
I can't find the link.
Kid.
Oh no, I lost the link. Okay. I'll just give you a quick synopsis.
Well, you know what you can do?
Yeah.
You can go to boysclub.beehive.com.
You could.
And you can look at the latest newsletter.
Yes.
And you can find the link there. Additionally, you should subscribe to both of the newsletters that we do, because I have to say they're great. Like
Great
we
newsletters.
work very hard on them.
We do.
And I think they're quite good.
Yeah.
And so you should subscribe. You do have to subscribe to both to get
separately.
both separately. So just anyway, tell us about the bird call guy.
He's doing bird calls very accurately, and he has a whole auditorium of people and children and adults, a whole room of people who are like hanging on to his every word. And he's pulling them out of, he's like out of school or something.
Okay.
And he's pulling out stuffed animals. And he's like, this is the horn-birded blah, blah, blah. And he like has a stuffed animal, and then he goes, and sometimes he's on mic and sometimes he's not. And he
like,
does, and it's like really accurate. And then he like tosses them aside. Have you seen it, Wes? Okay. Everyone needs to go watch it. And there's just, it's like a comedy. It's like he's doing his 5 minutes or whatever. And it's so tight. And he also like has these really odd mannerisms that he's like weaponized into comedy. And it's incredible stuff. And then the last thing I'll say about it is that there's this kid in the front row who is like egging him on and his like just doing really good crowd work. It's just like a perfect video. And so that's all I'll end on.
Go to boysclub.beehive.com.
Check it out.
Check out the latest.
DM me if you've watched it and we can chat about it.
The rest of the newsletter is on scientific developments.
Yeah, you know what? And it's a very different newsletter this week, but it was basically like, man, I'm just tired of doomer pessimism being something that's like cool and celebrated. And I'm just like, there's so much good stuff that's happening. Like, let's take a look at some good stuff.
I love that. The subject line is Oncologists Standing on Business, a good news edition. So can't wait to have people chat about it. And there's some really cool stuff happening in the world. Technology is enabling. So you love to see that. Okay.
That's our show.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for tuning in.
We will see you next week.